That's a scary dude when he turns upfield. He should have been sacked.
Yes. But instead, he goes 23 for the touchdown. And here's the extra point. Joey Ias. And 7-3 here. Let's go back to Tim.
All right, Vern, this could be the game-tying field goal with 1 second left. Craig Bolerjack ready for the call, and we've got a timeout being taken. So 1 second left. Let's listen in to Craig Bolerjack and Steve Burlack.
This game, can you believe the SEC? Triple overtime at Baton Rouge
last night.
Today we're just on the brink of overtime, and yet to come Florida State.
Now we don't want to assume anything. That Seibert, that young man's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Everybody in this stadium and all the pressure these senior class has of trying to end that 22-year streak. But yeah, you sit there and think, man, this is probably going to go to overtime. This SEC is unbelievable.
I mean, every weekend there's a storyline, whether you knock off #1 or you have triple overtime.
And there's a reason why the SEC has commitments to have at least 8 teams in the bowl games. At least 8 teams, possibly 9.
What, you're telling me they play good football?
They play good. They know how to play football, and I'll tell you, these coaches know how to coach, and these players, they lay it on the line every week. They have to. It's hard to win a ball game in this league. And Rich Brooks, what can you say about the job he's done getting the respectability back into this University of Kentucky football team? All these seniors say it's his mentality, his never say die, gonna fight till the end mentality prevails, and tonight's another great example of that.
Brooks is on the verge of consecutive 8-win seasons. Here we go. Lona Seibert, sophomore, Knoxville, Tennessee, 20-yard field goal will send it in to overtime. That's where we're headed. From 20 yards with 1 second on the clock, 31 all.
All right, so there you have it. We're tied at 31, and we'll keep you posted, Vern, as we go into the OT. Let's get back to you in Gainesville.
All right, Tim, thank you. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Wow. That's right, every week. Well, here Tim Tebow's 23-yard scamper has put Florida on top 7-3.
Number 94, Justin Mincy's going to come off the right side of Tebow and have a clear shot at him. Runs right through a trapping guard and should make the sack. Gino Hayes misses the tackle, and from there on in, it's just a guy you have to take on straight on, because if you don't, he's running 4.5 and he's 240 pounds.
And so his 21st rushing touchdown of the season, followed by the extra point, puts Florida on top 7-3.
You wonder if he wouldn't have hurt that shoulder, where would Florida be now?
And remember that it was really sensitive in the Georgia game.
Yes.
Here's the kick. Michael Ray Garvin, number 29. Oh, he's got some room. Kyle Jackson just does miss him, and he gets out to the 33-yard line. As we've mentioned, 21 touchdowns for Tim Tebow. Most rushing touchdowns. He surpassed Garrison Hurst, who had 19. Sean Alexander, Alabama, 19. LeBrandon Tofield. That's a trio of pretty decent running backs.
Yeah, I think he's passing a lot of people this year.
First down and 10, 6:22 to go, opening quarter. Blitz. No, it wasn't a blitz. It was just a heck of an escape by Cunningham, and the ball comes out. Yeah, there's the flag.
Yeah, intentional grounding.
Yep.
You know, with Cunningham and Harvey, that is probably the weakest point for this Florida State offense that they're worried about. Can their tackles block these speed rushers from the outside?
Intentional grounding. Number 11 on the offense. The ball did not cross the line of scrimmage. Loss of down at the spot of the foul.
Doesn't really mean much. He was going to get sacked anyway. The penalty is basically where he was before. That was actually a bust in protection. You never turn the end loose and block the outside blitzer. That was just a bust in protection. That's why you called it a blitz. It was a blitz. They blocked the wrong guy.
Yeah. 2nd and 18. 7-3, 6:16 to go. Preston Parker is the running back. Parker goes around the corner left side. Joyner comes up to make the initial contact, and there's a little more shoving going on the sideline. Brandon Spikes, number 51, involved with that. 3rd and 13.
Can Florida State find some matchups in the secondary? Of course they can. Their receivers are bigger than anybody Florida has, and they should be able to throw it anytime they want to out there, man-to-man coverage.
Well, you got Carr at 6'6", Fag at 6'3". The two primary wideouts. There are 3 wides on the field here. Gators bring 5. Rutherford chased as he rolls right. He is nailed as he lets it go by Justin Tratto, who is a freshman.
Yeah, it was the blitz package again, though, that really blew up this play before it started. Florida State must patch up their protection. Watch Joyner come inside and free. Watch him. Wide open and free. Joyner forces him out of the pocket, and Tratto comes in and levels him. If Florida State cannot figure out the blitz package, they're going to see it every down.
That will bring on Graham Gano, first punt of the ball game. And Brandon James, the elusive one, will make a fair catch call at the 32-yard line. 37-yard punt. Nothing on the return. Tomorrow on Cold Case, he was class valedictorian, good-looking, charming, and popular. So why did every co-ed on campus want him dead? Find out on an all-new Cold Case tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on CBS. First down and 10. Tim Tebow, 12 passing yards, 39 rushing yards, a total of 51, and this is the second possession.
Did pretty good in his first one, but the long scramble on 3rd down to pick up the first down is really that busted that drive.
3 wide to the left, 1 right. Tebow. Harvin out to the 39-yard line. Now Percy Harvin, victimized by migraine headache, said he's really had problems with migraines since he was about 10 years old.
Well,
but they hit with a vengeance a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they did. And I think what happened, though, when Harvin was out, it forced Florida to learn how to throw the ball. Because they stopped doing all that stuff, and they said, Timmy, you got a bum shoulder without Harvin. Let's throw it to our tight ends and our wide receivers, and they've become a better passing team because of an injury.
Brandon James is in the backfield now. They ride him. He gets the handoff and works to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short. And let's get some more on Percy Harvin from Tracy Wolfson.
Yeah, you guys mentioned his migraines that kept him out of 2 games that were so bad. He said he was dizzy, he couldn't see, he couldn't walk. He was consistently in and out of the hospital. He was in so much pain, he had to just lay motionless with the lights out, and often he couldn't even sleep. He cried himself to sleep. He threw up 30 times a day, but finally they found a medication that worked, and he said he feels a lot better. Practice Monday and is back out here today.
All right, Trace. Brandon James stays on the field on 3rd and 2. Tebow backs up across the middle, caught by Caldwell. And Caldwell has a first down out to the 48-yard line. Dakota Watson, number 36, with the tackle.
I really believe, and I've thought this for 2 years, and every defensive coordinator I talk to argues with me, and that, I guess they're right, but I don't see how you can play zone against this crossing 5-receiver offense. You get too many easy throws. Look at that. You get Harvin in space. That's basically giving them a first down if you don't get a sack. I think the way to play him is the way Arkansas played him last year. Couple of free safeties and man underneath.
First down and 10. Here's Tebow. Harvin. Oh, boy. Once he's into the secondary, he becomes a special player. Let's go back to New York once again. Here's Tim Brando.
All right, Vern, as you know, we're in overtime. First overtime, Andre Woodson throws 2 passes, 2 completions, and a touchdown. Look at the cushion Keenan Burton has to get in. The extra point is good. 38-31. Tennessee's turn next. Back to you, Vern.
All right, Tim, thank you. 7-3 here. It's first down and 10, Florida on Harvin's scamper. Louis Murphy now breaks the huddle and goes wide to the right side. And Keyston Moore is the running back with Eric Rutledge in motion now, number 29. Back up. Tebow deep in the corner. He's got a man open. Yes! Louis Murphy.
You know, a bad break for Tebow. The Kentucky game went long because he made 2 signature plays and the whole country's not watching.
I agree. Because let's face it, he's in a bid for the Heisman.
Did it get it down, though? Did he get that foot down? Here's one look at it.
It appears so.
Well, looks like he did.
Side judge was right there.
Yep.
Police officer got out of the way. Yes.
How perfect is that throw? You're supposed to throw for the deep pylon right there. Now that ball misses that pylon by about a half a yard, and he misses it to the inside where you should miss it. You can't throw a football. What did he throw that ball? 45 yards in the air, maybe 50 yards in the air within a yard of his target. That's incredible. It's not fair. You know those the Miss America girls that are envious of all the pretty ones? You know, that's how I feel right now. I'm envious. I didn't get any of that stuff he's got.
Few did.
That's for sure.
Well, the play is under review, but it appeared.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Gary, you make a very good point. He's had 2 terrific plays, and the state of Florida has seen them both.
That's exactly right. Now, they'll catch him on replay, obviously, but live is always dramatic.
Ehas with the extra point. It's up and good.
Louis Murphy, another one of those big play receivers that defensive coordinator Mickey Andrews said, you know, usually you have one guy that can go deep that you're nervous of. Florida has 4 of them you're nervous about going deep.
2 touchdowns first quarter, and we've still got 2:46 to go. It's 14-3. Gators. 5 plays, 68 yards. It took 2:24. Tebow to Murphy for the touchdown. And so now Tebow will rest. Ehas will kick off. 13 straight with both.
Yeah, and you know they're the only team in the country that has run and passed for a touchdown in every game this year. Might be because they got that guy.
Joslyn Shaw and Michael Ray Garvin are the deep men now.
Well, Florida State now, you know, they came out with some bravado. They had a good first drive. Can they figure out how to pass protect? That's the key, or they're going to get blown out.
Here's the kick. Garvin drifts back. He will bring it out from 2 yards into the end zone. Cut down at the 23-yard line. Brandon Hicks. Well, this, as we mentioned at the outset, this is not the oldest rivalry first meeting was 1958, Florida State. It took place here in Gainesville at what was then called Florida Field. Led by a block punt recovered for a touchdown and strong defense, the Gators won the inaugural game 21-7, beginning a 6-game unbeaten streak against their in-state rivals, and they've won the last 3.
And that, you know, all those historical things are great to look at. The most important thing for this rivalry right now, Florida has won the last 3.
First down, Parker caught and dropped. Derek Harvey, who's had a big presence here in the early going.
You know, we haven't seen Florida in a couple weeks, and they've had, you know, that Georgia game, and they were a bit out of sorts that game because Tebow was nicked. But they seem so quick out there tonight, watching them early in this football game. Harvey and Cunningham are on fire, and maybe it's because of the blitz package, but right now Florida State must find a way to protect.
Second down, loss in the last play. Parker is back alongside Drew Weatherford. From the outside, Weatherford hit as he lets it go, but the pass is caught. And then Charlie Graham gets a few extra yards. Let's go back to New York. Once again, here's Tim Brando.
It's me again, Vern. Eric Ainge, a 10-yard strike to Gerald Jones. Take a close look because this was reviewed, but the call stood up. Touchdown, extra point good. Second overtime now. We're tied at 38. Back to Vernon Garrett.
What a weekend, huh? After last night's 50-48 classic in Baton Rouge. 3rd and 2 here, 14-3.
Let's see if Florida comes again. Only a 3-man line here. Will they give them a blitz package from it?
Time called by Florida State.
There's no worse feeling for an offense to have the feeling that the defense has something that they know that you're not sure what it is. Like they have a blitz that they figured out your protection scheme. That's Jimbo Fisher right there talking to Drew Weatherford. And he must gain the confidence in his team that he has it figured out, or this thing could go south real quick.
Tomorrow on The Amazing Race, down 2, 14-3, Florida.
This is the matchup you'd like right here. He's going to have linebackers on him. Preston Parker.
Oops, a little motion. And the ball is delivered. There are 2 flags down.
Should be an automatic first down here.
Yeah, I think so.
Offsides, number 95 on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty, which will result in a first down.
And so they march off 5.
And it's hard to, if you're a Florida fan, really be upset with penalties, because last year Florida led the country in penalties and they won the national championship.
Right.
So, you know, Coach, please don't want to hear it.
First down and 10 after the 5-yarder. Preston Parker is hit, and look how elusive he is as he works his way almost back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that time it was Cunningham, number 49, and the quickness of Harvey and Cunningham are giving the 2 tackles trouble for Florida State. They can't hook him. Watch Cunningham right there. Watch this. He is in the backfield. They can't block him. Look at this. He just blows the play up that time, and Darren Rose had no chance, and that blew up the play.
And so second down, 11.
Florida State's supposed to know the snap count. They should be getting off like that.
I formation. Weatherford with a play fake. Flips it left side. 3 blockers in front. And there's Parker, but he can't. Oh, yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Whoa. And once again, let's go back to Tim Brando in New York.
Second overtime, Eric Ainge is going to look for Lucas Taylor Vern, but the ball is going to be tipped into the air by Trevard Lindley. Then Sam Maxwell picks it off. Kentucky will have the ball with a chance to win it with a field goal, and potential great news for Georgia and maybe even LSU, where national title hopes are concerned. Back to you.
Thanks, Tim. It's a first down and 10 here, as Parker avoided the tackle and picks up the first. Here's Weatherford, backs off.
He knows A.J. Jones is coming right here. Here he comes.
Weatherford comes near side. Oh, was that ever close? It was intended for Carr, and Jaquez Rickerson, who is getting the start tonight for Joe Hayden. It's his second start of the season.
I love the game plan for Florida, and I'll tell you why. They've got a wide receiver playing running back in Preston Parker. So they're going to blitz, and now the defensive backs are saying he's not going to have time to throw, so I'm going to squat. And what happens here, they don't believe that Preston Parker can pick up the blitzes. How much practice could he have had? And if they're coming at him with linebackers, they feel that's a good matchup.
Anton Smith is out there now on second down and 10. Weatherford will keep it, go left. He's got a blocker in front. Look at him motor.